Hello, everyone. It is Self Care Sunday Self Care Edition. How are you and you, but especially you doing tonight? Ooh, I'm getting a reflection off the fan. I think I should turn off the fan. Hang on one second here. Let's see here. That was a little weird. You're getting you're getting a little strobe light effect off the fan there. I we'll get that to stop there. I don't want you having a seizure or anything watching me. How are we tonight? How are we here at the end of June, people? That is where we are. Let's get my other screen up here. Can you believe we are at the end of June already? I am excited to be here with you on this Sunday night. I know many of you got to see Angie this weekend at the NARTS conference, which that was exciting. Always a good time when we get to see you all in person. That is what we love. We love those moments. We do indeed. We do indeed. Ooh, there's stuff on my. Looks like I got some pizza sauce on the side of my glass there. Oopsie daisy. Let's get started tonight with our unique daily quotes. That is how we start the show every night. That is how we roll. Boom, boom, boom. Let me get all my other screens going here. Tonight, where is our daily quote tonight? Our opening quote. We finished another section. Chapter 8 is leadership and teamwork. Hey, oh, Carmela, I'm so glad you had fun. I'm so glad you had fun. That is exciting. Our quote tonight, a leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but ought to be. Let me say that again. A leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but ought to be. Yes, indeed. Hey, Lou, how are you? Hope all is well with you tonight in Iowa and Illinois, and everybody's chiming in from everywhere tonight. I'm guessing my Florida people are on their way back to Florida, and so that's why they haven't chimed in yet. But it is a good day. It is a good day here, people. And I know Angie enjoyed seeing so many of you in person. We always love that. We can't wait for our next to make it happen and to see you all in person. I am super pumped about that. I know that's coming up soon. So I know the announcement's coming up soon, I think. I got to check with the bosses. They just tell me where and when. But tonight, here we are, folks. We're at the end of June. We got one more day. I don't want to miss that. There's still one more day in this month. Okay, one more day for you all to make it happen here in June. But what's more important is now is time this week is really an incredible time. Oh my, April's been working on Make It Happen all weekend. I'm a little bit nervous and excited. But this is a great time to look back. Look back. Yeah, over there. Flip back the calendar. We started this year with goals. Okay, we started this year by setting intentional goals, smart goals, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant to you, and time based. And this week is is an incredible time as we're at the halfway point to reflect on those goals. Okay, some of them I am positive. I know some of you are like, oh, shoot, Neil, why are you asking about that? I haven't looked at that since January. That's okay. That's okay. Some of you are like, I'm falling a little short on my goals at halfway through the year. That's okay. Okay. And some of you are like, I have one of my goals that I've knocked out of the park, all right. That's okay too. We probably didn't set that one big enough, but that's okay that you've accomplished one of your goals for the year. Because remember, we set 3 to 5, not 35, 3 to 5 goals for this year. And, I know Carmela, who's out here, has accomplished one of them. Get that big superstore open was certainly one of her goals. And check. Okay. But this is a time for reflection. This is a time to dust that off, get out your goal book, and dust it off. Get out the scrap paper that you wrote it on. Wherever it is, this is the time. This the time. 2 are done, 1 is complicated. I love that, Lou. I love that. 2 are done, 1 is complicated. And that's okay. That's okay. It is taking these baby steps, okay, towards our goal. They should be a little in the distance. Maybe you only had 3 and 2 were so easy that you need to add a 4, okay, because you still got time in this year. One of the phrases that I like to use is begin again. Begin again. If your goals are sitting under a pile of dust, begin again. Okay, if your goal is no longer meaningful, begin again. If your goal is complicated, that's okay. Begin again. Give yourself space. Give yourself pause. Give yourself a moment to say, hey, that's okay. Okay, give yourself that opportunity to say, that's okay. And begin again isn't failure, it's beginning again. It's starting from a new waypoint. It is starting again from a new place with new knowledge from but the most important thing is that goal. Okay, is that goal still meaningful? When you look at that goal, okay, is that goal still meaningful to you? Is that a goal still worth pursuing for you and your business? Okay, because it's okay if things have changed and that is no longer relevant to you. Okay, but then we need to look at what is. Because this is the time. This right now, this week is the perfect week. These next 7 days is a time to reflect on where you are in business, where you are in your personal goals, because I wanted you to have personal goals and I wanted you to have business goals. Okay, because you are more than your business. You are more than your business. You are more than that. Okay, and so I wanted you to look at that and be cognizant and aware of that and look at how we can make these goals happen. So over the next 7 days, what I want you to be doing is looking back, reintroducing yourself to those goals you set out in January. Because we spend a lot of time on them in January. And I want you to go find your scrap paper, find your notebook, find where you wrote them down. Okay. And even if you haven't written them down and they're in your head, okay, begin again, but write them down, because when you write them down, it's real. When you put them on paper, it is real. When you put them in your day planner, it is real. Okay, it is part of the manifestation of making that goal a reality. Maybe you had a sales goal. Maybe you're not on track. Maybe you had a profit goal, okay, which is often more important than a sales goal. Okay. Maybe you had a team member goal or a training goal or a store goal, okay, to do something different. Maybe you wanted to change something else. So, whatever it is, let's begin again. Let's begin again. Think of that. Whether that is a fitness goal, maybe one of your personal goals was to exercise more. And maybe you're not exercising 5 days a week. Maybe you're only exercising 1 day a week. Or maybe you're exercising no days a week. Begin again. If it's worth pursuing, begin again. That is how we jive. That is how we roll. That is how we give ourselves space to say all the crazy, and there's plenty of crazy to go around in this world. All the crazy is okay. We need to begin again. We need to make that happen. Okay? You can make that happen. You can do this. And that is okay. That is okay to begin again. And that is really cool when we do. Okay, when we begin again, it is an amazing thing. Hey, Kelly, how are you? I hope all is well with you. I hope all is well in your world. But yes, it's okay. Start again. Begin again with your goals. So that is the most important part of my message tonight, because that is the project for this next week. The project for this next week is to look at your personal goals, look at your business goals for the year. I've even broadcast from an airport before. In an airport listening to me. Safe travels home, Kelly. And begin again. It is okay to do that. So that is the goal for this week. This next 7 days, we've got 2 more visits, Wednesday and next Sunday. Okay, where you look at your goals. Okay, for the year, both business and personal, and decide what still fits, what's still worth pursuing, because we got 6 more months to this year. 6 more months. And we want to make those your best months, your most productive months, your most accomplished. Okay? And we're going to do that by beginning again. We're going to do that by saying, oh, yeah, we still got this. We still got this. And we can still do this, because it's not, saying, beating yourself up for what you haven't accomplished, because you've accomplished great things in this first half of the year. But those meaningful goals that you set in January, I want, by taking the temperature now, okay, we can begin again. And yes, it will, Kelly. Those months will go boom, 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 boom. Just like that. It will go super fast. Super fast. I mean, these first 6 months of the year, can you believe it's over? We got 1 more day. I don't want anybody to lose track of tomorrow as another sales day. Tomorrow is still an opportunity to sell and make money. Okay, and to put money in the register for the first half of the year. But we're starting on Tuesday with a new month and a new second half of the year. So we need to get that and make that happen so that we have the most amazing time. Okay, it is possible, it is attainable, it is doable, and I know you can do it. So, but it starts with actually dusting off and looking at the goals you set at the beginning of the year. So that is your homework for Wednesday. Get out your goals, dust them off, and have a real assessment with you. Are you on track or off track? That's really the assessment. That's not partway there. You're either on track, okay, to hit your goal, okay? It doesn't have to be completed. We got 6 more months. But you're either on track or off track. And if you're off track, we're going to talk about how to get you back on, how to begin again. And that is where we go on Wednesday. Okay, but you have to get them out first. You have to know where you're at. So get them out, dust them off, see where you're at, and then we will reassess on Wednesday. We will. You know what else we'll do? This video and everything I talk about, goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running the store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, ring the bell, ring it so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody run a better business. I am here every Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish. Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil, at nextlevelresale.com. Neil at nextlevelresale.com. We start the night every night with our unique daily quotes. Our opening quote tonight was, "A leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but ought to be." Our closing quote tonight is, "Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge." Ooh, let me say that again, because it's not about being the big boss, man or lady. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a make it happen party that April's been working on all weekend long, she says. We will party again. We will party in person. But until then, and until Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you Wednesday.